What I know is that it is something that affects all kinds of people, despite their gender, their age, their background, that it is a pattern of control and power from one intimate partner to the other, and that the effects of it can be not just physical, but also sexual in nature, that it can also affect people psychologically, emotionally, and the impact of it can be long-term, and it can even cause death. I have known someone who has been affected by domestic violence. I had a friend from college who was in a destructive relationship, and it was very difficult for her to leave. She was being physically abused, and there was a time where she did share it with me, and I feared for her life, and I talked to her about ways in which she could leave the relationship, but she just didn't feel like she could at that time. And eventually she made the decision, and she did leave the relationship. And the impact of that, obviously, aside from the physical things that she experienced, now she's divorced, and that's had an economic impact in her life, and she's still recovering from the emotional scars that relationship, that abuse had on her. One is by getting educated about the red flags, and also promoting healthy relationships. And then the other thing is, if as a friend you see that there are some red flags in your friend's relationship, being a friend and saying to that friend, hey, this is what I'm seeing. And then the last thing would be to identify resources for that person that we can share with them. Yeah, I mean, I know that in many instances, if the shelter is full, they will try to connect them to another shelter. But if that doesn't follow through, then the person just gets turned away. And in many cases, that is not a good thing, because then the person either has to return back to the violence and the abuser, and back to their homes if they don't have other support, or they would just be homeless. Yes, SafeNight, I do know what it is. SafeNight is it's an app that provides hotel rooms and safe nights to domestic violence survivors. I definitely think that SafeNight can help victims of the domestic violence. I think it really expands the services of the shelters, and it allows them to reach more victims, and it gives them the opportunity to not have to turn people away. Okay, so I think the first thing would be to just get informed about SafeNight and sharing that information with others. Also downloading the app where you can give and donate to the cause. And then the last thing is you can vote for the United Way. You can vote for SafeNight on the United Way One-Up campaign. The United Way's One-Up campaign is a competition between nonprofit organizations during the month of October, and whichever organization receives the most votes by October 31st will receive $100,000. And so if SafeNight wins, it will allow SafeNight to expand its services to domestic violence survivors and to expand their reach to the greater Dallas area.